Hey everyone, good morning from Quartzsite, Arizona. We're camped out at a BLM spot called Plomosa Road, about 5 miles north of Quartzsite off Highway 95. And this place in January is just a hummin'. During the big Quartzsite RV show, this place would be wall-to-wall RVs. But we're here in mid-March. I was looking for a place to maybe hide out from all the spring breakers. Seems it's spring break everywhere and all the hot spots are really packed, but I figured, let's check out Quartzsite. I bet there's no one there. And sure enough, there was nobody here. There is a few other rigs here and there, but everybody's quite spread out. Let's give you kind of a 360 here. We have had a lot of wind the last 2 days and really stormy skies, but it made for some really nice photos. Picked up a really nice rainbow yesterday and just an awesome sunset. Now it's finally calmed down. So today I'm going to busy myself with a few little maintenance jobs here. First is Old Blue, and Old Blue has had its glow plugs slowly starting to burn out. It has 8 glow plugs. It's a diesel engine, and when it's really cold in the morning, the glow plugs help heat the cylinders so it can turn over and fire up. Unfortunately, they've slowly been burning out one at a time, and I'm down to the point where I think I've lost almost all of them. So it takes quite a bit of cranking to get her to fire, and there's a lot of smoke comes out. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find the glow plugs I want in any of the auto parts stores and places. So I got them ordered on Amazon. They're the Motorcraft, I think, ZD9 plugs. So they're the ones that are supposed to last quite a bit. I had a mechanic replace my plugs about 1.5 years ago, and they're already burnt out. So I have a feeling he used kind of crappy ones. So I thought, well, while my plugs are burnt out, I'll use my generator and use it to heat up the block heater in Old Blue there, so it would be able to start a lot easier on a cold morning. And I went to plug it in, and of course, the block heater's not working. And yesterday I was troubleshooting a bit, and I isolated it to the actual plug right at the end here. The wire, one of the wires had gone intermittent and opened up inside. So I'm going to have to replace the end on there. In the meantime, I'll just, today I'm just going to take the wires, I stripped them and tinned them with solder so I can hook them up to the generator. Later today I'll get a plug for that. And my other job is I'm going to equalize my batteries. Got the 4 big golf cart batteries in here. Interstate, you can see in there. And over time, sometimes some of the cells will sulfate, and you'll get kind of an imbalance in the batteries. So there's a process called equalization where it runs up the voltage higher than normal on them and kind of makes them bubble and stirs up all the electrolyte in there, and also can get rid of that sulfation on the plates. So I'm going to do that today. My Bogart controller there, paired with the Trimetric, has a manual equalization setup. So once I get a nice 100% charge, shouldn't take long with these sunny skies, I'll set that up. It has to run a few hours, but nice blue skies today, so should take about an hour or so. We didn't burn much battery capacity last night, so we should be up pretty quick, and then I can run that equalization cycle. First I'll go through and test each of the cells with my hydrometer here, just to see what I'm looking at, see how the equalization process can help balance them out again. I'm sure they're probably a little off. It's been 100 days since I've done it, so I've done a lot of boondocking. So we'll see. Right, Angie? Yeah, you better equalize your batteries, dude. Okay, hook up the generator, flicker on. Takes about, I think it's about 1,000 watts. Let that run for an hour or two. Okay, so run a couple of hours, see the old beast will start up properly. See how it just flashes. Wait, the start light doesn't even come on. There we go. Oh well, gotta get that fixed soon. So my batteries are all charged up. I'm just gonna check with the hydrometer here. Some of the cells, you can see this one looks pretty good. Right in around 1265, which should be about right for a lead acid battery, most of them. I did find a few that were lagging a bit. Let me just see, find the one that was down. Yeah, you can see this one. This is the lowest one I found, and it's actually fallen out of the green into the fair area. So we'll give an equalization to the bank using my Trimetric monitor there in combination with the Bogart controller, and let it go this afternoon while we got good sun. See if we can bring some of those back up. During the equalization process, you're basically overcharging your batteries. It's a kind of a controlled raising of the charging voltage up around 10% higher than normal. So the batteries will tend to bubble a lot and produce some gases. So what I do is I just take the cover off and leave the front compartment wide open so there's a lot of ventilation so I don't get a buildup of gases. So a lot of the solar controllers nowadays have manual equalization methods. My Trimetric Bogart controller combo kind of does a mini equalization at the end of every charge, but every once in a while it's good to do a full equalization, get the battery cells equalized and up the specific gravity. So we just go to this mode here. It says days since equalization, 100 days, and I just hold this reset button down for 5 seconds, I think it is. There we go, and do it again. There you can see now it's in EQ mode, equalization mode. So this goes through an automatic equalization mode, adjusts the voltages itself based on the type of batteries I have selected in its programming and all the different programming parameters. So usually it takes a few hours to do. So we'll do that, and then later on we'll go and retest the batteries with the hydrometer and see if we've had any success. Okay, you can see the voltage is there up around 15 volts, and I can hear the batteries bubbling. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera mic, but they're bubbling away, which is a good sign. That means it's boiling off some of that sulfate and stirring up the mixture inside. Been going about 3 hours straight now. I'll let her go until she finishes, and then we'll check with the hydrometer, see what the specific gravity of all the cells are in my 4 battery bank. Well, looks like that's done the trick. All my cells are pretty even now, and all definitely up in the good range. So, looks like we're good to go for some more boondocking with max battery capacity. I should mention, if you're going to play around with this, make sure you look up all the safety concerns. You're messing with battery acid, and it's going to be off-gassing some nasty battery fumes too, so you don't want to do it in a sealed compartment, of course. Good idea to wear gloves, and also definitely wear some old clothes, because if you get a little bit of drops on your clothes, it definitely will ruin them. And also eye protection. You wouldn't want to get battery acid in your eye, that's for sure. What are you looking at? I'm not there to check out the work. Very upset. So there you go. It's one of the perks of having the old, good old wet-celled lead acid ones is you can do that hydrometer test on them and check each cell. If you want to know any more about how I maintain the batteries, I'll put a link in the description. I wrote a post up, I think a year or so ago, about how I maintain my batteries, so you can check that out. And let's just take a look at my repair on the old truck. Went into Quartzsite today. Went in and had some Silly Al's pizza. Bought myself a new plug there and wired it in, so now I can use my block heater a lot more easily again. So there we go. Go back and join Ann for some happy hour beverages again. Oh, Ann! Waiting for another sunset. Could be a goodie. Till next time, Ray from LoveYourRV.com. Cheers, everyone.